is News 3 Now at 10.
The Sun Prairie Police Department asking the public to avoid South Legacy Way near the Target store in Sun Prairie. That's according to police is due to an active death investigation.
Our Madeline O'Neill is on the scene right now with what we know so far. Maddie?
Well, I just got off the phone with the lieutenant with the Sun Prairie Police Department. He says this is still an absolutely active investigation, which of course we can see. I'll let you see as well. Still plenty of police cars, both Sun Prairie Police, Dane County Sheriff here as well, here on South Legacy Way where it meets Blue Astor Boulevard for this death investigation. So we've talked to a couple neighbors who have been watching what's been happening here. They said they saw police go into a house, and that's really what we've been seeing as well. This investigation has been really focused around a house with police taking pictures, going in and out. We've seen them do what appears to be some canvassing in this neighborhood as well, talking with neighbors, trying to figure out exactly what happened here tonight. We also have police here. Again, this is South Legacy Way near the Target, so we're kind of near the movie theater, the home goods store, neighborhood houses here. People trying to get through aren't able to, asked to take a different route as this death investigation continues. So we don't know yet how many people are involved as police work to get to the bottom of exactly what happened here. What we do know is they're waiting on additional resources to come help out with this tonight. We'll be here bringing you the latest as we learn more.
Maddie O'Neill reporting live from Sun Prairie. Thank you, Maddie. And we have more breaking news tonight. The 16-year-old who has been missing since yesterday afternoon has been returned to their family. According to law enforcement, Owen Charles, who also goes by Zenny, was found today with the help of the Verona Police Department. Deputies thanked the agencies involved and the citizens' tips that helped bring Zenny home.
All right, we need a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Now here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, after a day of sunshine, the clouds came in late this afternoon, and now the first few raindrops starting to fall in the backyard here. The time lapse from the WISC Skycam shows brilliant sunshine this morning, some fair weather cumulus clouds this afternoon. Then the higher clouds started to come in and thicken up as we headed into the early evening hours. And on Doppler track, you can see those showers now spreading over southern Wisconsin. Some of the showers to the west of Madison, just a few to the east over toward Watertown, but the more persistent areas of rain are just crossing over the Mississippi River. High temperatures today made it into the lower 60s with the sunshine, at least away from Lake Michigan. Milwaukee only reached 54, but Madison hit 62, Janesville 63, and right now temperatures are in the upper 40s to the lower to middle 50s. Rainfall tonight into tomorrow morning probably will total somewhere around a quarter of an inch or so across much of southern Wisconsin. Look for some showers overnight into early tomorrow morning. There's a possibility for a stray shower late tomorrow afternoon with a high of 59. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that also includes some chances for frost as we head toward the weekend.
Gary, thank you. It's a sign of progress. A new Dane County order going into effect today, allowing more people inside businesses. That means upping capacity restrictions to 75%. Before today, restaurants were capped at 50% capacity and bars at 25%. Well, today we spoke with businesses in the downtown area.
Many who say this won't make much of a logistical difference because they still need to follow those social distancing guidelines, and their spaces are simply too small to let more people in, even with capacity limits increased. But there are other changes, and Maddie O'Neill again reports.
It's getting fun again. Last year was not fun.
Spring is in the air. Something else, too.
There's optimism in the air. You can feel it.
It's bringing more people outside, even inside.
Oh, it's a great time. We're always having fun with the boys there. Yeah,
Now vaccinated.
if we weren't, we wouldn't be here, so.
These friends are happy to sit around a table together at Cooper's Tavern for a game.
It's definitely a lot more sensible to go out now once you're vaccinated to, be able to know that you're not going to carry a disease to your family.
Dane County restaurants and bars can now fill up more of their chairs, up to 75% capacity.
Feels like a confident approach to something, to some sustainability and normalcy.
But here at Cooper's on the Square,
It's a fun little pub.
and other small restaurants, that won't make a difference because they still need to keep tables physically distanced.
The space of our building, we can't. 6 feet, and until it's changed, I'm not risking anything.
Still, it's a sign we're moving forward.
I'm not saying we're nearly done with this here by any means, but you can just see some light at the end of the tunnel, where last year it was darkness for months on end.
A light that that's just getting closer.
People are getting vaccinated, and it's getting better every day.
As more customers feel safe eating in public.
It's nice to see people smile again. You know?
That's a welcome breath of fresh air.
I think it's been a good series of months since I've seen anyone at this table. And it's
That's right.
Nice, you know.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Maddie O'Neill reporting. The restaurants we spoke with today say as more customers return, the tough part now could be having enough staff. Many are currently hiring.
Unity Point Health Meritor is now offering vaccine appointments to the general community, age 16 and over. According to a release, appointments can be scheduled online or by calling the number on your screen. They are available between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. on weekdays. Appointments for the Pfizer vaccine remain available for this week, but walk-in appointments are not available at this time. And at UW Health, beginning today, anyone who received a first dose Pfizer vaccine shot can get their second at UW Health, regardless of where they got their first shot. Recent CDC data suggests that 8% of people in the U.S. who have received a first dose of a 2-dose regimen have not returned for their second shot. That's about 5 million people. UW Health is hoping to combat this problem.
Our interest as a healthcare system is in preserving life and protecting the community. That does mean our patients, that means our team members, and that also means people that are vulnerable or at risk in the larger community. So it's part of our mission to try to preserve health, to protect people, and to try to keep folks as well as possible.
The process is straightforward to get the second dose. You can call 608-720-5055 to schedule an appointment. Drive-through and walk-in clinics are available.
Children in Canada ages 12 to 15 can now be vaccinated. Health Canada, the National Department of Health there, announced today it has authorized the Pfizer vaccine for that age group. Clinical trial results have shown the vaccine had 100% of efficacy and was well tolerated in children ages 12 to 15. Researchers say they found more evidence AstraZeneca's vaccine might raise the risk of unusual blood clots. The study, led by researchers in Denmark, found a slightly increased risk of vein blood clots from the vaccine. The observational study found 11 more blood clot events per 100,000 vaccinations compared to the general population.
Vaccine supply is going up and demand is going down, so the state is changing its distribution process.
Not only will that allow our vaccinators to just request vaccine as they need it, but we have also gone to allowing them to request what type of vaccine they would like to receive.
Vaccinators will ask for however many doses they need, and DHS will fulfill that order. It will make sure no doses go to waste and help hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies plan for appointments and mobile clinics. A California man has been arrested on charges of selling fake COVID-19 vaccination cards. Undercover agents got a complaint that fraudulent cards were being sold at a bar in Clements. The agents said they were able to purchase the fake ID cards on multiple occasions last month, and they say the owner of the bar was selling those fake cards.
Governor Tony Evers announced another round of 18 new pardons today. According to a news release, the governor's Pardon Advisory Board heard from the applicants virtually last month before recommendations were forwarded to the governor for his approval. He has now granted 192 pardons since taking office. And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has signed a bill that automatically restores a felon's right to vote after their release. It also requires the Department of Corrections to provide a voter registration form as the felon is leaving the facility. Previously, parolees had to wait 4 to 6 weeks to get a pardon and then register to vote on their own. And new at 10, the South Carolina House voted tonight to add a firing squad to the state's execution methods amid a lack of lethal injection drugs. The bill will require condemned inmates to choose either being shot or electrocuted if lethal injection drugs are not available. The state, one of only 9 to still use the electric chair, and will become only the 4th to allow a firing squad.
Detectives have identified a person of interest in connection to a homicide at Devil's Lake State Park last fall, but they are still asking for help from the public for more information. The Sauk County Sheriff's Office says witnesses remember seeing a man who fell several times while running frantically and out of control in the park. Witnesses say he wore darker colored pants and a dark colored top, possibly a hooded sweatshirt. They also described him as being around 6 feet tall with a slender to average build. Detectives are calling this man a person of interest in the case based on the timeline of events and locations where he was spotted. They are once again stressing how important community tips will be in solving this case. It has been more than 6 months since 24-year-old John Schmutzer was found dead along the Grottos Trail. Detectives say he was hiking alone when he was attacked by a stranger.
The Verona teenager accused of killing another teen in 2019 over a marijuana dispute now has a trial date. Mygie Sanders was 15 years old when police say he shot and killed Shay Watson inside a Fitchburg home on Lyman Lane. Sanders charged as an adult, facing first-degree intentional homicide and attempted robbery charges. His jury trial date has been set for November 1st through 5th. A healing ceremony held in Oneida today near the Madison Hotel and Casino, where a deadly shooting happened over the weekend.
As part of a long-standing tradition, the Oneida Nation burned tobacco at the event as a way to bless the community. The Oneida Nation has also scheduled another ceremony Saturday morning. Authorities are still investigating last weekend's shooting. And according to the Brown County Sheriff's Office, a former restaurant employee entered and opened fire, killing 2 employees. Green Bay police later fatally shot the suspect in the parking lot.
Still ahead, Madison votes down a proposal for a new homeless shelter, and SpaceX with another trial run of its prototype after the previous 4 ended in explosions. We'll see if this one was any different next.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. Sizzling new family of games with prices of $1, $2, $5, and $10. The bigger the ticket, the bigger the top prize, all the way up to $100,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape only for $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
I just don't even know where this stuff comes from. It's just, absolutely 100% to the core false.
Vaccine rumors are running rampant. Madeline O'Neill goes straight to the experts to bust the myths with facts. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. We want to go back out to Madeline O'Neill now. She's on the scene of an active death investigation in Sun Prairie.
Listen, near the Target store and the movie theater there on Legacy Way. Maddie?
Police are still working to find out what exactly happened here. Most of this investigation really targeted on a house behind me. So we know that they asked the public to start avoiding this area a little bit before 9 o'clock. We got here just after that, and since then we've seen a lot of police cars, many police going in and out of a house, taking pictures, trying to figure out exactly what is happening here. We know, of course, this is still absolutely an active death investigation, but we don't have many more details beyond that. We don't know who was involved or how many people, but this is at South Legacy Way, where it meets Blue Astor Boulevard, near Home Goods, Target, the movie theater, so not too far from 151 here. We've seen people try to get through, trying to go to their houses, but they're just not able to at this time. As police are looking into this, we know that they're trying to get more resources out here to figure out what happened, but we are in touch with them, and we will be bringing you more updates as soon as we learn more information about this death investigation here in Sun Prairie.
All right, Maddie O'Neill live in Sun Prairie. Maddie, thank you. Next at 10, a milestone today for SpaceX and its mission for people to one day visit Mars. The aerospace technology company launched another test flight of an early Mars rocket prototype. It soared up to about 6 miles above the Earth, completed a series of aerial acrobatics, and then relit its engines and managed to land upright on a landing pad. The vehicle is the 5th of SpaceX rocket prototypes to attempt such a landing, and it is the first to do so successfully. All of the prior missions ended in explosions. The IRS will begin sending out child tax credit payments this summer to low and moderate income families with children. Families will get monthly payments of $250 to $300. Now that'll start in July, running through December. The payments are a part of the increase to the 2021 child tax credit from the American Rescue Plan that passed in March.
Madison's homeless population is now stuck in limbo after the city rejected a location for a permanent men's homeless shelter. That decision at last night's council meeting comes after telling them to move out of the homeless encampment at Rindall Park. Many of those folks staying there now relocated there after being told to leave McPike Park in February. Now organizations are trying to step in to find a place for the homeless to go.
That's what our mission, in the next few weeks is going to be, is to try to meet with city officials, county officials to discuss what can we do to help facilitate, building a plan to address the needs.
The city and organizations are working on a long-term solution.
Facebook's independent oversight board has upheld the social media giant's decision to suspend former President Trump's access to Facebook and Instagram following the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. But the board went on to say, quote, it was not appropriate for Facebook to impose the indeterminate and standardless penalty of indefinite suspension, telling Facebook to review the matter again within 6 months.
It must either restore Mr. Trump's account, finding that the period of suspension has met its purpose, make the suspension permanent, or suspend the account for a determinate period of time.
That decision handed down by a group sometimes referred to as Facebook's Supreme Court. It's made up of human rights lawyers and constitutional law experts. The board agreed that the former president violated Facebook's rules. In a statement, the former president blasted the decision, calling it a total disgrace.
A federal judge in Washington today declared the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's moratorium on eviction must be set aside. The ruling says the Public Health Service Act does not give the CDC the legal authority to impose the moratorium, which was first issued last year. The current federal eviction moratorium was scheduled to end on June 30th. It is unclear what will happen now. UW-Platteville says it is planning a virtual graduation later this month. It will honor the May 2021 graduates with a virtual celebration next Friday, May 14th. The university plans to hold in-person ceremonies for the classes of 2020 and spring 2021 at a later date.
The Greater Milwaukee International Car and Truck Show is back. The auto show, one of the last big events in 2020 before the pandemic shut the door on those large gatherings. This year, the show has moved to the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds. It's normally held at the Wisconsin Center, but that is currently being used as a COVID-19 vaccination site. The event started today, and it'll run through this Sunday. I want to get to Gary now for a look at that forecast. A little cool for this time of the year, Gary. We're also looking out there for what kind of rain we might be seeing.
Well, there's already some showers starting to occur here at the station, just very light rain, but you can see more showers out to the west. The more persistent areas of rain just crossing the Mississippi River right now with a couple of heavier showers in southeastern Minnesota. This is not a big weather system. It'll bring some light rain tonight and maybe into early tomorrow morning and perhaps a shower late tomorrow afternoon. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Well, we'll see those showers overnight into early tomorrow morning. Frost is likely Friday night into early Saturday morning and perhaps again Sunday night into Monday morning. But cool weather will continue through about Tuesday of next week. Then we'll start to see our temperatures rebound, and by the end of next week we should be back into the 70s. The live view from the Edgewater Sky Camp downtown Madison, just cloudy skies, probably some showers just getting to the Capitol right now. High today 62, low temperature 35. That's just below the normals of 65 and 43. I mentioned this at 6 o'clock. Those normal numbers are changing. the National Weather Service has just released new normals based on the 30-year period from 1990 through 1991 through 2020. So that 30-year period, that's what's used as the averages for that normal. So as the climate continues to warm, according to our friends over at Climate Central, those normals will continue to increase as well. And in our part of the country, the change has not been that dramatic. About a half a degree here in the Madison area. To the west, temperatures have stayed almost about the same compared to the last normal period. But in the southern and eastern portions of the country, the temperatures definitely are warming. And if you compare the current normals now to what was happening at the beginning of the 20th century, we're seeing about a 2 to 4 degree increase in temperatures. Here in Madison, you can see the beginning of the 20th century compared to the 20th century average of temperatures. They were below average to start, but as we head into the 21st century, those numbers are increasing. Again, about a half a degree difference from the previous period from 1981 to 2010, that 30-year period, last time we had normals. And officially for Madison now, our average temperature is now 56.5 degrees. That's an increase of a half a degree. Precipitation has gone up quite a bit, and that accounts for why we don't see a big increase in temperatures in this part of the country. 37.13 inches is now the average precipitation. That's up over 2.5 inches, and snowfall has also gone up by almost an inch. We're now at a little over, just shy of 52 inches. As weather track across the Midwest, you can see those showers moving on through, but they're not very heavy, and they should come to an end early tomorrow morning. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for a high temperature of 59 degrees. It'll be cool. Shower chance early in the day and then perhaps late in the afternoon. You can see on future track the more steadier showers tonight, ending early tomorrow morning, maybe a pop-up shower or two late tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. Temperatures tomorrow night dropping into the upper 30s. Friday, we'll look for high temperatures mid to upper 50s, but as we clear out Friday night, those temperatures really nosediving, and we'll see some frost. You can see the rainfall amounts probably around 1/4 of an inch or less in most areas. The 7 to 10 day forecast, cool weather through the weekend, just some slight chances for showers Saturday night into Mother's Day. And then after a cool start to next week, those temperatures rebound. By the end of the week, we're back into the 70s. That'll be nice to feel.
Yeah, well, Gary, thank you. Up next, military equipment taking a flying leap into the future. We'll check out these personal jet packs. Looks like Iron Man, doesn't it? Learn more about it when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Gruber Law Office made it so much easier for me and my family just to say we can breathe again.
If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
And I thank them truly from the bottom of my heart.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you. Welcome to Delicious.
Americans have been cutting the lawn for 100 years, but with TurfBot's mowing service, the future of mowing is now. Our quiet, all-electric robotic mowers work around the clock to keep your lawn trimmed 24/7. That means less time spent mowing and more time spent enjoying. Equipped with LED headlights, auto-stop sensors, and anti-theft GPS devices, our mowers run safely with no supervision. Come home to a freshly mowed lawn every day for as little as $24 a week. Call today to request your free demo or get a quote. TurfBot.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've represented tens of thousands of people. To have the ability and the privilege to make a difference in somebody's life is a pretty cool thing. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Recognizing National Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women Awareness Day. For the first time, the city of Madison shining a light on it. Tonight, there was a candlelight vigil at the Madison Municipal Building and overnight. And right now, the building is lit red to bring awareness to the issue and to honor the victims and their families throughout the country. The U.S. Senate first recognized this day in 2018 to shine a light on the very high rate of homicides and gender-based violence among Native Americans.
Next at 10, British soldiers are flying into the future, teaming up with a real-life Iron Man on a new mission. CBS's Ian Lee has the story.
This could be the future of war, or at least the future of getting to the battlefield. British Royal Marines rocket to a ship in a jet suit.
So when you're assaulting a ship, coming from a ship to a beach, trying to get to a hilltop, trying to outflank an enemy position, all of those things suddenly become super fast without depending on a helicopter.
Gravity Industries developed the jet suit to go anywhere fast. It's got a top speed of 85 miles per hour and can fly for about 5 minutes. Inventor Richard Browning says that freedom of movement could save lives.
We can now move individual Special Forces soldiers in a very, very nimble way where trying to counter that becomes a real challenge.
But it's not just Special Forces looking to become the next Iron Man. Paramedics have tried out the suit too, reaching patients in remote areas in record times. But the pandemic grounded plans for a mission across the pond.
We're hoping as the COVID challenges start to diminish, then we're back out to do a lot more with U.S. forces, which would be great.
The former Royal Marine says even NASA has shown interest in the technology, proving the sky isn't necessarily the limit. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
A jetpack for you and me would set us back about $400 grand, but Browning says the cost would be significantly less than a government contract. We'll be right back.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message.
Menards can help you get your car out of the garage and cleaned off this spring. Turtle Wax Max Power Car Wash can provide maximum strength cleaning for any car. The more wash you use, the stronger the cleaning power becomes. $5.79 after 11% rebate. Keep your windshield clean and bug-free with Splash Debug Windshield Wash. It dissolves dirt and is streak-free. Now, 99 cents after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Right now, get $500 off stressless signature-based recliners or recliners with classic power, and $200 off new motorized stressless Max and Mike recliners, the latest great innovation from Stressless. Plus, get $200 off each stressless Mary and Emily sofa seat. Celebrate 50 years of stressless comfort and save at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really? Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
I'm back! You can't return to a regular program yet, not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care, your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Download the Channel 3000 app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, a special retirement. Look at this send-off. A special therapy dog named Tassie. Tassie and her owner, Jerry, have been working for more than 8 years at Doctors Medical Center. This is Modesto, California. On Friday, the 12-year-old dog retired, and the staff at Doctors at the center lined the halls there with signs, pom-poms, and cheers to celebrate Tassie's years of service there. Tassie officially passed her job off to a new service dog named Bria.
Well-deserved retirement.
That is quite the send-off.
Gary, no retiring for you just yet.
No,
20 more years, Gary.
Yeah. Make it sound like I'm going to prison or something. Well, high-resolution radar showing some light rain showers coming in from the west. They're not going to amount to very much, but everybody will get some showers overnight. Right now, 52 at Madison, but already in the 40s to our north and to our west. Look for low temperatures in the lower 40s, highs tomorrow, upper 50s, maybe a shower chance late in the afternoon. And then we'll see cool weather, maybe some frost Saturday morning, and warmer weather at the end of next week.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.